Hello everyone, and welcome to another very exciting chess game of Bobby Fischer. And in this chess game, Bobby Fischer's opponent is a player named Karl Burger. And I don't know you, but his name makes me hungry. So it was only a joke, but seriously, Karl Burger was an international master. He was a strong chess player. And Bobby Fischer in this game is playing with the black pieces. Burger has the white pieces. And Burger starts the game with playing d4, knight to f6, c4, g6, knight to c3, bishop to g7, e4, d6, f3, e5, knight to g2, and Fischer castled. So Bobby Fischer is playing the King's Indian defense. Bishop to e3, c6, queen to d2, e takes on d4, knight takes on d4, d5, c takes on d5, pawn takes pawn, e5, attacking the knight, knight to e8, f4, f6, knight from d to b5, f takes on e5, queen takes on d5, that's check, so Fischer captures the queen, knight takes on d5, and in this position, obviously, white is threatening to play knight to c7 and then winning the rook. So we have knight to c6, allowing rook to escape. And Burger played bishop to c5, attacking the rook to f7, but then bishop to c4 by Karl Burger. And he is threatening to play move the knight and attacking the rook with the bishop. So the rook is pinned because of the bishop if knight moves to somewhere else. So that's why Bobby Fischer, for avoiding the threat, played bishop to e6 and unpinning the rook. And after this move, Burger castled. And so far, white is doing a very good job, if you noticed. So white is attacking relentlessly. White has lots of active pieces, as you can see. Fischer played knight to a5, attacking the bishop and saving the bishop, defending b3, knight takes on c4, b takes on c4, b6, attacking the bishop, bishop to b4. And Bobby Fischer captures the knight with the bishop, bishop takes on d5, c takes on d5, e takes on f4. Fischer is a pawn up. We have rook from a to e1, rook to d8, attacking the pawn, rook to e4. Also white is attacking the pawn 2 times. Fischer played a6, attacking the knight, knight to d4, knight to f6, attacking the rook. And Burger captures the pawn, rook takes on f4. And after this move, Bobby Fischer played a killer move. So can you guess the next move of Fischer? What would you do in this position if you had the black pieces? Well, Bobby Fischer played knight takes on d5. And Fischer is sacrificing the rook. But Burger didn't capture the rook and he played knight to e6, also attacking the rook. And this was a horrible blunder by Karl Burger, especially for an international master. But the other possible continuation is also losing. So let me show you that. So the obvious move, if rook takes on f7, then bishop takes knight, that's check. So king to h1, and then knight takes on b4. And for sacrificing the exchange, black has a knight and a bishop and 1 extra pawn. So materially, this is winning for black. But after this move, knight to e6, white is losing immediately. So Fischer played a move, and white resigned. Well, Bobby Fischer simply captures the rook with the knight, knight takes on f4, and Karl resigns. So if knight takes rook, then knight to e2, check, only move, and then rook takes rook, that's checkmate. And the other possible continuation, if knight takes knight, then rook to d4 is a killer move, attacking the knight and the bishop at the same time. So there is no defense. So defending the knight, g3, the most logical defense, and then rook takes on b4. And this is losing for white. So this is why after Bobby Fischer simply captures the rook, Karl realized that he made a very bad blunder, and then he resigned. And what a beautiful chess game by Bobby Fischer. And at this time Bobby Fischer was 14 years old. A small information. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.